October 6th, 2021. I attended my first Major League Baseball game. The score tied 1-1 in the bottom of the ninth. Chris Taylor stepped up to the plate. I had never heard of this man. I hadn't seen him before in my life as I was still new to baseball. But then he hit a walk-off home run to deep left field.
Reyes fires, swing and a drive, deep left field. This is way back. Walk him off, Chris Taylor.
And this was the moment that I began my journey as a baseball fan. Chris Taylor retired this past week, and as this happened, I felt the shock. I'm thinking, this man brought me to baseball, and I didn't know what to think for the longest time. Like, it was this game that pushed me to become a fan, and now he's retiring. Santid, what do you think of CT3 retiring?
You know, every time I think about CT3, or as normies know him as Chris Taylor, I always think about, everyone thinks about his wild card walk-off, and that was a crazy moment, honestly. And then, of course, we can talk about his World Series home run and in the first at-bat of the game. That was also very cool.
I want the infielders to have much work. That is scooped and lifted way out of here into left. Bang! Starts the World Series for Chris Taylor.
That's one of my favorite moments. I love that 2017 team. So, of course, that was awesome. And then, of course, we can also talk about that amazing catch he made in the National League Championship Series. That was a really cool catch.
In the air to left, into the gap, it is caught!
That was awesome. But I'll actually tell y'all a memory of mine that I actually have just for me. This is a personal memory of mine. It's not really a positive one, but it's a funny one. Because every time I think about Chris Taylor, I always think about this. I was watching the game. It was in 24, near the end of his Dodger tenure, right? Because he'd get DFA'd in early 2025. It was a series against the Orioles, right? And he was like the last batter up. And I think there was someone on base. And I was like, man, like, Chris Taylor's up. That means it's guaranteed out. I don't know. It was like, I think it was my Nino and one of my uncles. And they were like, oh, why you got to be such a Debbie down on CT3? And I'm like, he's never been clutch. He's not clutch in these situations. So then, what a shock. He didn't come in clutch. And I think we lost that game. And that's like one of the memories I think about whenever I think about Chris Taylor. So, obviously, I think it always sucks whenever someone from your childhood retires, because it kind of shows you that you're getting old. And he was a part of that really awesome 2017 team, my favorite team ever in the history of Dodger baseball. So, Chris Taylor, we're gonna thank you for the career, man, and we hope you have a good retirement.
Chris Taylor is the only player in Major League history to have both his first career home run be a grand slam.
Here's a 2-0. Taylor hammers a ball. No doubt about it.
And his 100th career home run be a grand
Chris
slam.
Taylor hits one in the air, and he's tied the game. A no doubt grand slam.
His career had both ups and downs, from his 3 home run game against the Braves in the playoffs to that catch in San Francisco where he had to go off the field with a bleeding face. Chris Taylor was truly an amazing player to watch, even in his declining years. And I will admit that the last few years for him were rough. He very much struggled at the plate. But regardless of that, regardless of the struggles, Chris Taylor will always be someone special to me. So thank you, Chris. Thank you for the memories. And walk it off and enjoy your retirement.